Tom Aspinall finally explains why he didn't continue. He says, I didn't continue, and I'll tell you why I didn't continue. Because I'm not a effing dummy. I'm not going to go out there and fight one of the best strikers in the world if I can't see with any eye. What's next for me right now is this talk of surgery on the eyes. Okay, guys, I'm going to try to explain this as best I can. Tom Aspinall, if he was you or me, made the right decision. However, if you're a fighter, if you're the baddest man on the planet, if you're a UFC champion, you don't make that decision. At least not as early as he did either. He didn't even try, like Jon Jones pointed out, he didn't even try to take the 5 minutes of recovery time. The whole point of recovery time is to compose yourself, collect yourself, and see what you can do when the time is over. He wanted out immediately. Listen, you're supposed to want to fight. It's just the code. And again, if you're me, it's a little bit different because I'm not a fighter, right? I'm not a UFC fighter. I'm not a UFC champion. So yeah, logically, reasonably, what person wouldn't want to do that? However, the UFC champion is supposed to be larger than life. The UFC champion is supposed to be the baddest man on the planet. That's the marketing. That's how they're promoted. That's how they're pushed. That's how they're spoken about. That's the praise that they're lauded on. These guys, they get elevated to such high heights because we look up to them and their toughness and their ability to push through. And that's why people like the sport, right? Like, some of the most inspirational moments come from that, from people pushing through adversity. So there is something to be said when someone who's expected to push through the adversity doesn't. Now we just know that he's not that kind of guy. Now we know that he's not a Yuri Prochazka. Now we know that he's not a Jon Jones. Now we know that he's not that guy who's willing to leave it all in there. That's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, whether you agree or disagree. It doesn't matter. Just join the discussion, subscribe for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated. But one more thing I'd like to add is, I wish him well. I really do. Like, the talk of the eye surgery. But at the end of the day, I just feel like in the moment, when you're in the fight, all that stuff got to come later. That can't enter your mind right there. Creep in, doubt starts. Oh, I'm gonna lose this fight. Yeah, I can't continue. Ref, I can't continue. And then we get what we got. Peace.